Former Trump DOJ official Jeffrey Clark had a really bad week this past week. And really, it kind of started on Wednesday when he was woken up early in the morning by FBI agents who were there to raid his home and take his electronic devices. Jeffrey Clark was ushered out of the house in his pajamas, forced to stand out there in the street as these agents went through his entire life and took what they needed. And then, of course, on Thursday, we had the January 6th Select Committee televised hearing that basically laid out how Jeffrey Clark worked with the Trump administration from inside the DOJ to try to convince the DOJ to convince the states to send alternate slates of electors. And of course, it is that particular scheme that Jeffrey Clark over at the DOJ was involved in that led to his home being raided by the FBI agents, because as we all know, that happens to be the one area where the DOJ actually is investigating. So, his whole role in it was revealed on Thursday, but the government already knew about all that, and that's why they raided his house on Wednesday. So 2 very bad days. So what does Mr. Clark go and do? Well, he goes running crying to Tucker Carlson over on Fox News, where he whines and cries about the fact that I don't even recognize this country anymore. Let me read what he had to say. I opened the door and asked for the courtesy to be able to put some pants on and was told, no, you've got to come outside. So I came outside, they swept the house and eventually let me go back inside and put pants on. I just think we're living in an era that I don't recognize. And increasingly, Tucker, I don't recognize the country anymore with these kinds of Stasi things happening. My God, what have we come to as a country, folks, when we can't even engage in a little bit of seditious conspiracy without the damn FBI knocking down our doors, right? Could you imagine living in such a fascist country where attempting to overthrow the duly elected government of the United States gets you a visit from the FBI? What a horrible time to be alive here in the United States. Actually, it kind of is, but for many other reasons. See also the Supreme Court rulings this past week. But here's the thing, Mr. Clark. You don't get to whine and cry when you were out there using your position at the Department of Justice trying to convince states to literally throw away the votes of their voters. Like, just throw it away. Just say none of these votes count. We're going to stick with the Trump votes only. Oh, and so suddenly he wins because we threw away all the Biden votes. And now you get to send your fake electors. I mean, breaking the law's got to be not quite fun, right? But you did it. I mean, you engaged in this conspiracy. You were a part of it. You were actually a big part of it based on what we learned on Thursday. And of course, Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson's defending him, and he's out there and he says, this is from Tucker. I'm sorry. It's just hilarious. At some point, somebody's going to fight back and it's going to get super ugly, and I pray that it doesn't happen, but I think it probably will. The whole thing is so sad, and I am sorry that you were caught up in it in your pajamas. Because that's my big takeaway from it too, right? Poor man standing on his front lawn before sunrise in his pajamas. Again, if these people weren't so laughably incompetent, the coup probably would have gone a different way. So thank God these people are as stupid as they are. And hey, thank God they've got a place to run and cry to, Fox News. I mean, hell, if it wasn't for Fox News spreading absolute, you can't even call it propaganda, because it is so flagrantly false. The way Tucker and them set up this interview with Jeffrey Clark to make him look like the victim, this is beyond propaganda. This is alternative reality. That is what Fox News is selling, which of course is why Mr. Clark ran running, crying to them as soon as he got a visit from the FBI. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.